Hello and welcome to another session of GP Ka CAT Funda. Today we'll be looking at Jugaad solutions for CAT 2020 papers, the slot 3 paper, and we are looking at Jugaad solutions. But before we start the session, very quickly, a couple of things. Just to remind you, what's the difference between the board exams and the CAT kind of a paper? There's nothing called a syllabus out here. So while your board exams have a syllabus, steps are important in your board exams. In CAT and all other aptitude exams, it is only the final answer that matters. It does not matter how you have got it. Okay, knowledge is important for board exams, but along with knowledge, you should be able to pick out the best option. And you don't need to have the exactly correct answer, but best among the options is what you're typically looking for. And because you have choices, you need not show you're working. While working is everything when it comes to the board exams. And yeah, even if you don't know maths, it is okay. You can still do well. Okay, and if you remember in the previous two sessions when I did slot 1 and slot 2 papers for CAT 2020, we talked about the fact that problem solving strategies are multiple. Most of the time people use only one. To me, all of them have to be used. Depending on the question, you should be able to pick out the right strategy for the right question. Okay, and just to remind you, a 97-98 percentile typically is easily doable with Jugaad method. So when we are looking at Jugaad, which I have been discussing in the past papers also, a score of 33 marks or a 97 percentile is never the issue. More than the marks, I would say it is percentile. A 97-98 percentile is easily doable using the Jugaad methods also. And in addition to this, if you do a few easy questions, nothing stops you from getting to a 99.5 or even a 100 percentile. So the key to doing well is apply Jugaad, do the easy questions, and do not worry about the difficult questions. They don't matter at all. Okay, and that's again what we'll do. We'll go through the questions of CAT 2020 slot 3 paper. I'll identify which are the questions you should be solving, which are the questions you can do by Jugaad, and which are the easy questions. And so let's get started. First question. Let k be a constant. The equation kx plus y equal to 3 and 4x plus ky equal to 4 have a unique solution if and only if. Now look at the choices. We need to just check for k equal to 2 and k equal to minus 2. That should give us the answer. So the Jugaad here is that please use the choices. Okay, so what are the possibilities? K equal to 2 and minus 2. So if I say k equal to 2, if I put k equal to 2, what do I get in equation 1? This equation will become 2x plus y equal to 3. And what does the second equation become? 4x plus 2y equal to 4. Okay. Now I can multiply this equation with 2. What will this become? If this equation is multiplied with 2, this will become 4x plus 2y equal to 6. No solutions. Okay. Left hand side is the same, right hand side is different. So this equation will have no solutions for k equal to 2. So k equal to 2 cannot be a part of my answer. So k equal to 2 is ruled out. Mod k equal to 2 is ruled out. Why? Because mod k equal to 2 also means k equal to 2 and k equal to minus 2. So k equal to 2 cannot be the answer. So choice 4 is also ruled out. So the answer is either 3 or 1. So we need to now check for k equal to minus 2. So if k is equal to minus 2, first equation becomes minus 2x plus y equal to 3. And second equation becomes 4x plus, minus 2y because k is minus 2 equal to 4. Again, multiply the first equation with minus 2. What does the first equation become? Minus 2 into 2, this becomes 4x minus 2y equal to minus 6. Again, no solutions. So k equal to 2 does not give me a solution. K equal to minus 2 does not give me a solution. That means this is also not possible. The correct answer has to be mod of k not equal to 2. Simple Jugaad of checking the choices gives you the answer here clearly. Okay. Question 2. Wow. Lengthy question. Let's read it. Vimla starts for office every day at 9 a.m. and reaches exactly on time if she drives her at her usual speed of 40 kilometers per hour. She is late by 6 minutes if she drives at 35 kilometers per hour. Ratios. Speed has become 35 by 40 or 7 by 8 times. That means the time taken should become 8 by 7. Straight away, the Jugaad of ratios should come to you. One day she covers 2/3 of her distance to office in 1/3 of her usual time to reach the office and then stops for 8 minutes. The speed in kilometers per hour which she should drive the remaining distance to reach office exactly on time. Let's first find out how much is the time she takes. Okay, the speed has become, as far as speed has become 35 by 40 times. The speed was earlier 40 kilometer, now it has become 35. So the ratio of speed is 35 by 40 or 7 by 8. That means time taken should become 8 by 7 times. So if the original time was t at the speed of 40 kilometers per hour, if she was taking t hours or t minutes, whatever you want to call it, okay. So it was taking, this is given in minutes, so I'll take it t minutes. Okay, because this data is in minutes, so I'll say she was taking t minutes. If she was taking t minutes, now she'll take 8 by 70. And so what is the extra time she's taking? 8 by 70 minus t by 7. So the extra time is t by 7, which is 6 minutes, which implies earlier she was taking 42 minutes. Okay. Earlier she was taking 42 minutes to reach her destination at a normal speed. Okay, let me just erase this because there's some lack of space. Okay, so what do we have right now? At a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, she takes 42 minutes to reach her destination. Now what happens? Okay, and let me assume the distance is d. Okay, one day she covers 2/3 of her distance in 1/3 of her time. 2/3 of the distance, that means 2 by 3d, is covered in 1/3 of the time. 1/3 of 42 is 14 minutes. Okay, and to reach office and then stops for 8 minutes. Then 8 minutes, 0 distance covered. Okay, the speed in kilometers per hour at which she should drive the remaining distance. So how much time has gone? 22 minutes. In 22 minutes, she has covered 2/3 of the distance. So the remaining 1/3 of the distance she has to do it in. Earlier she was taking 42 minutes at the normal speed. She still needs to take 42 minutes. She's already spent 22 minutes, so she has to do the remaining distance in 20 minutes. Sorry. Okay. So D, 1/3 of D she'll do in 20 minutes. So D she will do in 60 minutes. What does that mean? The speed has to be d kilometers per hour. D kilometers in 60 minutes, the speed has to be d kilometers per hour. So what do we need to find? The distance. I'm sure we can find that distance. Why? Because we know at 40 kilometers per hour, she is taking 42 minutes. So speed is equal to distance upon time, or distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed? 40 kilometers per hour. Time taken is 42 minutes. So in terms of hours is 42 by 60. 20 into 2, 20 into 3, 14. 14 to the 28. So distance is equal to 28 kilometers. So speed has to be 28 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now again I am repeating, please use ratios. There is a very strong tendency among large number of you not to use ratio but to form equations. Nothing wrong with it, except it is going to be a little time consuming, and hence your attempts is going to come down. Okay. So the jugaad here was again, please use ratios. Okay. Next question. M and n be positive integers. If x square plus mx plus 2n equal to 0 and x square plus 2nx plus m equal to 0 have real roots, smallest possible value of mn. I'll leave for later. Why? Because I will have to find m and n out here, and I've got two equations, two variables, I can solve it. Now these have real roots. What does that mean? Discriminant should be greater than or equal to 0. You will do that for both the equations and find out something and then the answer. Time consuming. It is not something which I'll get direct, and hence I want to leave this question for later. Okay. Question 4. The area in square units enclosed by the lines x equal to 2, y equal to this, x-axis and y-axis equal to what? Simple question. Draw the figure. Draw the figure. Please don't waste time. Okay. What are the lines? X equal to 2. So if this is x equal to 1, x equal to 2. Let's check this. Okay. So this line is x equal to 2. Then we have the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay. Obviously, okay, let me change the color. So we are talking about x-axis and y-axis. Okay. And obviously we have this line of x equal to 2. Okay. And what is the 4? Fourth is y equal to x minus 2 plus 4. Now please look at this. We have got three straight lines. This is also straight line. So what is the area? For area I want to see, is it like this, is it like this, or whatever. So effectively I need to find where is this line going to cut x equal to 2 and x equal to 0. Okay. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, I'll draw the figure again, no issues at all. Okay. Okay. So what do I need to do? If I look at y equal to mod of x minus 2 plus 4. What do I want? This is x equal to 2. This is x equal to 0. So if x is 0, what will be value of y? If x is 0, that means 0 minus 2 plus 4. So y will be equal to 6. That means 0, 6 is 1 point. And if x is equal to 2, for x equal to 2, what does that mean? It will be y will be equal to 2 minus 2 is 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. So x equal to 2, y equal to 4. So 2, 4. Now this is the line we have. So effectively, what is the figure we have now? Is this not a trapezium? Now what is this point? X equal to 2. So this is 2. This is 2, 0. Also this is 2 units. This is y equal to 6. 6 units. Y equal to 4. What is the area of a trapezium? Half sum of parallel sides into distance between them. So half of 6 plus 4, 10 into 2. Okay. So 5 into 2, 10 units becomes the answer. So please remember all these questions, the jugaad is draw the figure. Draw the figure, get the answer. Don't worry about doing anything else. Straight away make the figure, make use of your rough sheet. Okay. How many pairs AB of positive integers are there such that A is less than equal to B and AB is equal to 4 to power 2017? Okay. Okay. Now this is no jugaad. Actually no jugaad as such. It's a simple easy question, but there's a concept which people miss out on. So I will try to cover that. Okay. Now let me take a case. Let me take a number 16. What are the factors it has? How many factors it has? It is nothing but 2 to power 4. It has got 5 factors. Okay. Now we want AB should be equal to 16. If I just take this, AB has to be equal to 16. So what are the possibilities? 1 into 16, and we know A has to be less than equal to B. 2 into 8, 4 into 4. Isn't it? So how many pairs are there? 3 pairs. Now why 3 pairs? Because this is a perfect square. If this is a perfect square, it has got 5 factors. It will have 4 factors in a pair. 4 factors in a pair of 2. And then the square root. So which is why 4 plus 1, 5. Or rather 2 pairs plus 1. So what should the answer be for this question? It should be 3. Now please do the same thing in this particular question as it is given to us. AB 4 to power 2017 will be 2 to power 4034. That means it has got number of factors will be 4035. One out of them will be the square root only. Square root into square root. Okay. And what will be the remaining? There will be how many pairs? 2017 pairs. So 4035 remove 1, you are left with 4034. Out of 4034 means 2017 pairs plus 1 the square root. So 2017 plus 1, 2018. Remember, this is A less than equal to B. If the question had been A less than B, then the answer would be 2017. If the question was A less than B, then the square root wala combination would not be applicable because A is not less than B. But the question says A is less than equal to B, hence the answer has to be 2018. Easy question. Can be done by most of you, I hope. Okay. Pattern. These are questions in which we will use patterns. Write down the terms, identify the pattern, mark the answer. तो बहुत अच्छे सवाल होते हैं. Okay, so what do we have here? x1 is minus 1. xm equal to xm plus 1 plus for every positive integer m, then what is x100 equal to? Well, I don't want xm, I want xm plus 1 because if I have x1, I want to find x2. After I find x2, I want to find x3. So I don't want this equation in this form. For me, the equation effectively becomes x of m plus 1 should be equal to x of m, this goes to the other side, minus m minus 1. Now we already know x1 is equal to minus 1. What will be x2? x2 will be minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3. Because m is equal to, m plus 1 is 2, so m is equal to 1. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. What will be x3? x3 will be equal to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. So minus 3, minus 5, minus 6. x4, minus 6, minus 9, minus 10. Can you see a pattern? Ignore the negative sign for a minute. What is this? This is 1. 1 plus 2. With a negative sign. It is sum of, so what is x4? Sum of first 4 integers with a negative sign. Sum of first 3 integers x3. So what do we want? x100. What will be x100? It will be the sum of first 100 integers. What is sum of first 100 integers? It is n into n plus 1 by 2. So 100 into 101 by 2. So 50 into 101 will be 5050, and we need a negative sign, so your answer should be minus 5050. Okay, so the jugaad, standard jugaad for this question, these kind of question is, please write the terms x1, x2, x3, x4, identify the pattern, get the answer. Okay. A contractor agreed to construct a 6 kilometer road in 200 days. He employed 140 persons for the work. After 60 days, he realized only 1.5 kilometer road has been completed. How many additional people would he need to employ in order to finish the work on time? Okay. Now this is no specific jugaad as such, but there's one word of caution which I want to give you, and which is where people make a mistake and mark the wrong answer. Okay. But let's solve it first. Okay. Contractor agreed to construct 6 kilometers in 200 days. So he employed 150 men, and in 60 days, these 150 men did only 1.5 kilometers of the work, isn't it? Now what is the work left? The work left is another 4.5 kilometers, because he needs to do a total of 6 kilometers of work. What does the question say? How many additional people would he need? If you are talking about how many additional people would he need, the number of people, now please don't take it as x, but 140 plus x. Always take the variable as what you are supposed to calculate. What you are supposed to calculate should be the variable. The chance of making a mistake come down. Okay. How many days he had to complete the work? 200. Out of which 60 days have already gone. So he's left with 140 days. Now you can do this direct thing of reverse or inverse proportions. So 140 plus x is the number of men required. Initially there are 140 men. The number of days has gone up from 60 to 140. That means the number of people should come down. So it should become 60 by 140. The amount of work has become 3 times, from 1.5 to 4.5, it has become 3 times. So the number of people should also become 3 times into 3 by 1. Okay. So 140, 140, 180. So what is x? Equal to 40. That's the answer. So please remember, the variable which you take should be the same as the variable which you need to calculate. What you need to calculate should be the variable, otherwise you will end up making a mistake many a time. It is not surprising for many students in this kind of questions they have marked the answer as 180, because they would not have noticed what the question is asking. Okay, vertices of a triangle are 0, 0, 4, 0, 3, 9. Area of the circle passing through these 3 points. देखते हैं. Okay, very interesting question. Okay, what are the vertices? 0, 0, 4, 0, 3, 9. Let's draw the figure first. 0, 0. This is one vertex of the triangle. Other is 4, 0. Right? And third is 3, 9. So if this is 4, this should be 2, this should be 3. Okay, so this line somewhere goes on to 3. Okay. Okay, and 9. So if this is 3, 6, 9. So somewhere here. Okay. So broadly speaking, this should be the figure. Right? Now if you have to draw a circle, you'll draw a circle Now please tell me, this line, joining 0, 0 and 3, 9, will it be equal to the diameter, more than diameter, or less than diameter? So this point, if I say this point is A and this is O, can I say OA has to be less than or equal to the diameter of the circle? Is this fine? Because if the center is here, for example, if this is the diameter, then that's fine. Otherwise, this will be a chord which we need, it will be less than the diameter. So OA will be definitely less than or equal to the diameter. What is the length of OA? I'm sure you know the distance formula. 9 square minus 0 square plus 3 square minus 0 square. Okay. Under root. So this is under root 90. So OA is under root 90. So I can say diameter is greater than or equal to under root 90, which is the length of OA. Okay. So if diameter is OA, what will be the area of the circle? Should be greater than or equal to pi d square is under root 90 square by 4. Pi d square by 4, which is equal to 90 pi by 4. So this is 22.5 pi. So all I am saying is my answer has to be greater than or equal to 22.5 pi. Right? Wrong. Wrong. 7, this is less than 20 pi. Wrong. This is the right answer. This easy question now. Please look at, this is what I mean by saying the steps don't matter. Your job is to pick the best among the choices given. These choices wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is the right choice, because out of the 4 choices, 3 are eliminated. The remaining choice has to definitely be the answer. The critical thing to understand in this question was that the longest side will be less than or equal to the diameter. The maximum could be it is diameter. If it is not the diameter, it is a chord, so it should be less than the diameter. And that is a simple rule which I used to solve this question. This is the jugaad, this is a kind of jugaad which you need to get used to working with. Okay. Dick is thrice as old as Tom. Harry is twice as old as Dick. Dick's age is 1 year less than the average age of all 3. A simple question. I'm sure everyone will be able to solve, but let me just quickly do it. Easy question. This kind of question you should never miss in the paper. If you're missing these kind of sitters, that means you don't deserve to get even a 90 percentile. Okay, Dick is thrice as old as Tom. So Dick, Tom, 3x, x. Harry is twice as old as Dick. Harry is 6x, twice as old as Dick. Dick's age is 1 year less than the average age of all 3. What is Dick's age? It is 1 year less than the average. So if to Dick's age I add 1, what will I get? Average age of all 3. What is the average age of all 3? 6, 3, 9, 10x by 3. Right? What does that mean? 0.33x is equal to 1. X will be equal to 3. If x is 3, we want to find Harry's age, as Harry's age has to be 18, 6x. Okay, simple question, sitter. You can't afford to miss such questions. Okay, logs I know is a small area of concern for some of you. So before I do this, I want to just explain one technique or a jugaad which will help you in the log kind of question. Okay. Easy question if you just understand the logic. Okay, let's look at this. What is this? Log of 4 base 2. और square को बाद में देख लेंगे. Can I say this is the same as log of 2 square base 2? What is the value going to be? The value will be this. Isn't it? No issues at all. Now let's look at the second one. Log of 8 base 4. Obviously 4 was a power of 2, so it was easy, but here 8 is not the power of 4. So what should you do? Write both of them in terms of power of 2. Log of 2 cube on 2 square. What will this be? This will be 3 divided by 2. How do you do that? Convert both of them into log of base 2 and you will get the answer. Okay, but I don't want to waste that much time. So by the same logic, what will this be? This is nothing but log of 16 is 2 to power 4. 8 is 2 cube. So what will this be? This will be 4 divided by 3. Okay. Now this is the jugaad which I want you to remember. If you remember this jugaad, this is a question which you can do very, very fast. If you have to convert everything to base 2 and then solve, it is going to waste a lot of time for you. So the jugaad here is essentially to use this particular technique. So what is the value going to be? 2 into 4 into 8 into 16. This is 2 square, 4. Okay, so let me write everything in terms of 2 square only. This is 2 square, okay. Into, this is 3 by 2 or 3 cube by 2 cube. And this is 4 by 3. So 4 to power 4 or 2 to power 8 by 3 to power 4. Right? This goes away. This goes away. So this 3 will go in the numerator. So let me remove this also. And 8 to 10, 10 minus 3, 7. So what you are left with is 2 to power 7. This is 2 to power 4. This is 2 cube. So 2 to power 7, 4, 7. What are you left with? 2 into 4, 8. 8 into 3, 24. 24 is the answer. The key thing was to understand this part. If you understand this in future, you will hopefully be able to solve these questions correctly in a shorter span of time. Okay. A and B are two railway stations 90 kilometers apart. A train leaves A at 9 a.m. heading towards B at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Another train leaves B at 10:30 a.m. heading towards A at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Train needs it. Very simple question. I'm sure everyone needs to do it. No jugaad required out here. So if we have two stations A and B, these are 90 kilometers apart. Train from A leaves at 9 a.m. at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. And train from B leaves at 10:30 a.m. and heading towards A at 20 kilometers per hour. When will they meet? Simple thing. Where is train A at 10:30 a.m.? 9 a.m. it starts. At 10:30 a.m. it would have covered 60 kilometers. Okay, this is the situation at 10:30 a.m. So at 10:30 a.m. train A is here, train B is here. What is the distance between them? 30 kilometers. And what is the latest speed? 40 plus 20, 60. So the latest speed is 60 kilometers per hour. So it will take them half hour. So 9 to 10:30 is 1.5 hour plus another half hour. So 2 hours. So they will meet 2 hours after the train from A starts. So they will meet at 11 a.m. Simple sitter, like the earlier question, cannot be missed. If you are missing such questions, you should not be taking CAT at all. How many integers in the set have at least one digit repeated? Now, some of you may be able to handle it, some may not be able to handle it. I'm not saying there's any jugaad for this question, but as far as this question is concerned, I would say easy, definitely doable. How many integers have at least one digit repeated? What should you do? Total number of integers. Integers minus number of integers without repetition, in which no digit is repeated. What is the total number of integers? 100 to 999 is 900. Without repetition, 3-digit numbers, all of them. What are the possibilities in the unit tens, hundreds place? In the 100 place, you can have anything from 1 to 9, so 9 possibilities. Okay, one of them has gone. So between 0 to 9, out of 10, one has gone. So again, I have got 9 possibilities here and 8 possibilities here. 9 to 9 is 81 into 8, 648. 900 minus 648 should be the answer. So that becomes 252. Okay, simple question, no jugaad as such, but the standard thing would be total number of integers minus integers which have no repetition at all. Okay. If x plus y, f of x plus y equal to fxy, f5 equal to 4, f10 minus n, बाद में करेंगे, जल्दी नहीं है हमें. These are questions which require you to exercise your brain and find the logic into it, and then you have to say, okay, what is f, how do I get to f10? F10 could be f5 plus f5. If I say x and y is 5 plus 5, I can get 10. How do I get f minus 10? So you need to spend a little time, and these are questions typically which I would say, बाद में करो, कोई जल्दी नहीं है हमें. Points 2, 1 and minus 3, 4 are on opposite vertices of a parallelogram. If the other two vertices lie on this line, x plus 9y plus c equal to 0, what is the value of c? Simple. If it's a parallelogram, the vertices will intersect at the midpoint, isn't it? This is going to be the midpoint of this this diagonal, and similarly this diagonal also. So what do we need? 2 points are given to us. Okay, these are opposite vertices. If these are opposite vertices, what will be the midpoint? Midpoint is a plus b by 2, and sorry, a minus, okay, is the midpoint of these. So 2 minus 3 by 2. So the midpoint will be of these two will be 2 minus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, and 1 minus 4 by 2, so minus 3 by 2. So this is the midpoint. And this midpoint should definitely be on the other diagonal as well. And the other diagonal lies on this line. So we have x plus 9y plus c equal to 0. The point minus half minus 3 by 2 lies on this. So x is minus 1 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 into 9 is minus 27 by 2. Plus c equal to 0 equal to minus c. Or I can say c is equal to 1 by 2 plus 27 by 2. 13.5 plus 0.5, 14. Okay. So you can say it's a jugaad. No, I don't think it's a jugaad as such. There's a question which you should be able to say the midpoint of a diagonal of a parallelogram obviously bisects the other diagonal also. Okay. Person invested certain amount of money at 10% annual interest compounded half yearly. That means 5% half yearly. After 1.5 years, the interest and the principal together become 18,522. What is the amount of fees? Once you can calculate, but remember this is CAT na. क्या करोगे? Calculator. Please open the calculator and don't waste your time. Do 18,522 divided by 520 divided by 1.05. Then again divide by 1.05. Then again divide by 1.05. Don't waste time. Okay, don't waste time. This is going to continue. It will be a complete waste of time if you are going to calculate this thing. Okay, that's the way you should do this paper as far as CAT is concerned. The jugaad here is calculator. Okay. However, if this question was not in CAT but in IIFT, ZAT, etc., then what would we do? Okay, let me take that up also. Okay. As far as CAT is concerned, this to me is a straightforward jugaad. I will straight away use the calculator to get the answer. But if it is 10% compounded half yearly, it is 5% every half year. Okay. After 1.5 years means 3 successive increments of 5%. Okay. So what is 5? So that means after 6 months it will become 1.05 times. So if you had a principal, this would it be. Okay. Now, if you have to do it manually without using a calculator, don't work on decimals, work on ratios. What is 1.05? This is 21 by 20. Okay. So what should your answer be? Your answer should be 18,522 into 20 by 21 into 20 by 21 into 20 by 21. Now, please look at this question. It's a theta. If it's a theta, that means it has to be an integer. If the answer has to be an integer, that means 18,522 has to be a multiple of 21. Please don't forget 18,522 will have to be a multiple of 21. So let's check. 21 into 9 is 21 into 9 will be 188. 21 into 8 will be 168. Yeah, 168. 17, so 21 into 8 is 168. I have a 17, again 172, so 882. Similarly, this 21 into 4 is 84, 2. 21 into 2. So what does the answer become? 2 into 20 into 20 into 20. 2, 4, 8, 16, 16,000. Now this is something you need to always remember. The basic jugaad here is calculator, but even if you are calculating, please remember the denominator has to be a factor of the numerator. Otherwise, you will not get a integral value. If we will not get an integral value, a theta is not going to happen. Theta, the answers are typically going to be integers, so don't waste your time trying to check out whether it is multiple or it has to be. Straight away check out and eliminate choice and mark the answer. Okay. In the final examination, Vishnu scored 52%, Asha scored 64%. Marks obtained by Vishnu is 23 less, and that by Asha is 34 more than the marks obtained by Ramesh. Okay. So Ramesh is somewhere between Asha and Vishnu. Marks obtained by Geeta, who scored 84%. It's an easy question, simple, straightforward. Vishnu, 52%. Then we have Asha, 64%. What's the difference between them? 12%. Okay. And how much did Zamesh get? If Zamesh is somewhere in between the two, okay. So Vishnu scored 23 less than Zamesh, and Asha scored 34 more than Ramesh. So what is the difference in marks between Vishnu and Asha? 34 plus 23, 57. So 12% is equal to 23 plus 34, 57. So 84% is what we need to find. Geeta scored 84% into 7. So 12 into 7. So 57 into 7. 350 plus 49, 399. This should be the answer. Okay. So the easy question. I'm saying no jugaad as such. Simple, straightforward सवाल है. Mark solve करो, answer mark करो, आगे चलो. Okay. A man buys 35 kg of sugar and sets a mark price in order to make a 20% profit. Okay. He sells 5 kg at this price, 15 kg at a 10% discount. Accidentally 3 kg of the sugar is wasted. He sells the remaining sugar by raising the mark price by P percentage, so as to make an overall profit of 15%. Okay. So what does it mean? Initially, let me assume he purchased it for 100 rupees. He has a mark price which gives him 20% profit. So mark price is 120 rupees. Okay. If he's selling at a 10% discount, 10% discount will be 108. So partly he sold at the mark price, partly he sold at a price of 108, which means a 8% profit. Some gets lost completely, so that's a 100% loss. Okay, and remaining by increasing the mark price by P%. So this is further increased by P%, and the remaining is sold at that price. So we need to find what is P. Now remember, this will be 2 successive increments again. So let's start. Okay, let's look at it in the weighted average. The jugaad here is weighted average. Please use the jugaad of weighted average out here. Weighted average is something people don't use too much. They tend to go towards allegation for everything, but this is a weighted average question. Okay, let's look at this question. So 35 kg in all. He sells 5 kg at a 20% profit. Okay, 15 kg at a 10% discount. That means increase of 20% with a discount of 10% will be a profit of 8%. So he sells 15 kg at a 8% profit. So this is the quantity, this is the profit percentage. Okay. 3 kg is wasted. So 3 kg at a minus 100% profit or a loss of 100%. Okay. Sells the remaining by increasing the mark price by P%. So what is remaining? 15, 20, 23. 23 means another 12 kg left. So 12 kg, let me say he's selling at X%. So that overall 35 kg, he ends up with a 15% profit. Okay. So let's find X. So once we find X, then we can find P also. Okay. So what is this? So you could do 5 by 35 into 20. You could do 5 by 35 into 20 plus 15 by 35 into 8 plus 3 by into minus 100 by 35 plus 12 by 35 into X should be equal to should be equal to 15%. This is what you could do. Waste of time. I will always try to avoid the ratios. What will I do? I'll do the same thing but in a slightly different way. What was this 5 kg at 20%? Yeah, okay. So for me this is 5 into 20, 100. 5 into 20, 100. 15 into 8, 120. This is 15 into 8. Okay. 3 into 100, minus 300. And this is plus 12x. This should be equal to 35 into 15. What is 35 into 15? 35 into 10 plus 35 into 5. 35 into 10 is 350. So 35 into 5 should be half of that, 175. 350 plus 175, 525. What does this mean? 220 minus 300 is minus 80. This entire thing is minus 80. So if I remove this, this will become plus 80, 525 plus 80. So 12x is equal to 605. So can I say x should be slightly greater than 50%? So this is going to be a 50% increase. Okay. So x we have found as 50%. What does that mean for us? That means mark price or cost price of 100, you increase it by 20%, you get the price of 120. This is further increased by p% so that overall it becomes 150. So two successive increments of 20% and p% give me a single increment of 50%. That is what the question is. Slightly lengthy, yes. Okay. So a plus, now look at the choices. If it is 31, 20 plus 31, 51 plus AB by 100, it will go beyond 50. 20 plus 25, 20 plus 25, A plus B plus AB by 100 is 50. My answer should be just marginally more than 50%. Why? Because X was coming out to be 605 by 12, which is approximately 50.45%. Okay. So I need slightly marginally 25.1 kind of an answer. So this is okay. This is lesser. This is very high. Correct answer, choice 2. Okay. So the jugaad out here is to work on weighted average in the way. That means you don't take the weighted average as such. What I did, I'm just repeating this, repeating that part. So what was it? 5 kg, sorry. 5 kg, 20%. Then 15 kg, 8%. Then 3 kg, minus 100%. Then we have 12 kg at X% and total 35 kg at 15%. So this is 20 into 500 plus 120 minus 300 plus 12x should be equal to 525. Find X, find P, get the answer. Slightly time consuming. Okay. I'll leave this question. Can be done, but for most of you, it is going to be a difficult one. So we'll leave this, and at least for me, there is no jugaad for this question. So no point discussing this particular question. Okay. 19th. Should not be difficult. Easy question, isn't it? If you look at this particular question, we just need to look at finding the value of m and n and substitute. Okay. M and n are natural numbers such that n is even. Okay. Let's look at n first. So just forget about these idiots. Okay. N is an even number. N by 11 has to be less than 0.5. That means n cannot be 6. 6 by 11 will be more than 0.5. So n can be either 2 or 4 because n is even. 2 by 11 is less than 0.5, 4 by 11. But it has to be greater than 0.2. So n has to be 4. Okay, n has to be 4. I hope that part is clear. Now that we know n is 4, let's see what is m possible. What is the possible values of m? Okay. M by 20 has to be less than 0.5. So maximum value for m will be 9. And what will be the smallest value? N will be 0.2 has to be less than m by 20. That means n has to be greater than 4. So m minimally 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the possible values of m. Okay. So we know that n is equal to 4. M has to be one of these such that n upon m lies in this range. So 4 upon 5 is ruled out. If m is 5, not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 by 5 is 0.8, out of question. 4 by 6, 0.66. 4 by 7 again, 4 by 7. Yeah, 4 by 7 is again more than 50%. Now 4 by 8 is 50%. So the only possible value of n is 9. So what is m minus 2n? 9 minus 2 into 4. 1. Okay. Easy question, no jugaad as such. Write down numbers, get the answer. 20th. A, B, C are non-zero. 14 to power A equal to 36 to power B equal to 84 to power C. What is the value? We'll leave this question. Time consuming, will take time. No point wasting time on this. No jugaad, no choices, nothing to be done out here. 21. Let n, x and y be positive integers such that n is x plus y. And x lies between 2 and 10. And y lies between 14 and 23. If n is greater than 25, how many distinct values are possible for n? Okay. So we have x, we have y, and we have n which is equal to x plus y, and this has to be greater than 25. Okay. Now, what are the possible values of n? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so of X, sorry. And Y? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Right? What is the highest value going to be? Maximum value will be 22 plus 9, 31. So the maximum value is going to be 31. And what is the minimum value? 26, because n has to be greater than 25. Can you get it 26? Yes, you can. 22 plus 4. 22 plus 4, 26. 22 plus 5, 27. 22 plus 6 is 28. 22 plus 7 is 29. 22 plus 8 is 30. So how many values? 26 to 31. All of them will be there. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So answer should be 6. No jugaad, nothing. Write the values, do the calculation, get the answer. Okay. A bit of jugaad out here. Anil, Sunil, Ravi run along a circular path of length 3 kilometers. Okay. Starting from the same point at the same time and going in the clockwise direction. If they run at speeds of 15 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour and 8 kilometers per hour respectively, how many distance in kilometers will Ravi have run when Anil and Sunil meet again for the first time at the starting point? Okay. First thing, don't change units. This is a question in which people have a tendency of changing the units completely. Okay. And my jugaad here would be, please work in the units given. Don't get into time, minutes or seconds. Why? Because the data is kilometers per hour. The answer has to be required in kilometers again. Okay. So if I'm to work in those kilometers per hour only, so what's the big deal out here? Okay. So let's look at this. Anil, Sunil and Ravi. The circular path is 3 kilometers. Okay. Starting from the same point, they run at speeds of 15 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, and 8 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now, okay, how much distance in kilometer will Ravi have run? We want to find the distance to be run by Ravi. When Anil and Sunil meet again for the first time at the starting point. When Anil and Sunil meet again for the first time, what is the condition for them to meet at the starting point? LCM of time. Okay. LCM of time taken by Anil and Sunil individually to complete one round. So that one round is 3 kilometers. So time taken for Anil to complete one round will be 3 kilometers at 15 kilometers per hour will be 3 by 15, which is 1 by 5 of an hour. Again, I am working only in hours because question is in kilometers. And the speeds are given, the answer has to be found in kilometers and the speed is given in kilometers per hour. What about this one? 3 by 10. What is the LCM of these two? LCM will be, LCM of 1 by 5 and 3 by 10 will be LCM of the numerator. LCM of numerator is 3 upon HCF of the denominator, which is 5. 0.6 hours. Okay. So when they are meeting for the first time, they have done 0.6 hours together. When they are meeting for the first time at the starting point, they have done 0.6 kilometers. Sorry, they have done 0.6 hours. They have done 4.6 hours. So what distance would Ravi have done? 8 into 0.6, 4.8. Don't, please, again, to me the important thing is to understand answer required is in kilometers. Speeds are given in kilometers per hour. Please do your calculation in hours so that you don't have to waste your time at all. If you are going to do your calculation in minutes, you will unnecessarily end up wasting time for yourself. Okay. A batsman played n plus 2 innings and got out on all occasions. His average score in these n plus 2 innings was 29 and he scored 38 and 15 runs in the last 2 innings. The batsman scored less than 38 in each of the first n innings. In these innings, his average score was 30 and the lowest score was x runs, smallest possible value of x. Okay. So let's find that. Simple question of averages. N plus 2 innings, he got out on all and his average score is 29. So what is the run scored in n plus 2 innings? In n plus 2 innings, he would have scored 29 is the average into n plus 2, which is 29 n plus 50. These are the runs scored in n plus 2 innings. And what is the run scored in n innings? Average score in n innings was 30. In these n innings, his score is 30. So in n innings, he will score 30 n runs. So what does it mean? 30 n is the runs in n innings plus 38 n in the n plus first inning and 15 in n plus 2 inning. So 38 plus 15 is 53, 53, 58, this is 5. So 30n minus 29n is 5, so n is equal to 5. So what we find is n is equal to 5. Okay. We want to find if in these 5 innings, if he has scored less than 38 runs in each of the 5 innings. He scored 38 and 15 in the last 2 innings. The batsman scored less than 38 runs in each of the first n innings. Less than 38 runs in each of these first n innings. What is n? 5 innings. Okay. His average score was 30 runs and the lowest score was x runs. The smallest possible value of x. If I want the smallest possible value of x, the remaining 4 innings I need to maximize. So he has scored a total of 30 into 5, because 5 innings he has scored 150 runs. Okay. His maximum score is going to be less than 38. So in 4 innings he'll do 37, 37, 37 and 37, and the 5th inning will be x. 37 into 2, 74 into 2, 148. So 148 plus x is equal to 150, so x will be equal to 2. Simple question of averages, no jugaad. Please write down the equation, solve it. Even if it takes you 2.5 minutes, it is perfectly fine. How many integers from 1 to 120 are divisible by none of 257? Simple jugaad is what I'm going to share with you, which is again based on ratios. Okay. We have these 120 integers. Out of these 120 integers, how many will be multiple of 2? Half of them, isn't it? 120. So how many multiples of 2 is half? So not multiples of 2 will also be half. So these are 60. These are not multiples of 2. There are 60 numbers which are not multiple of 2. Okay, let's look at 5. Now we are left with 60 numbers. Okay. In these 60 numbers, how many will be multiple of 5? 1/5. So if 1/5 are multiple of 5, how many are you left with? 4/5. So these are numbers which are not multiple of 2, not multiple of 2 or 5, okay, which is 48. So we have 48 numbers that are not a multiple of 2 or 5, okay. And out in these 48 numbers, how many will be multiple of 7? 1/7. 1/7 will be multiple of 7. So how many will not be a multiple of 7? 6/7. So not multiple of 257 will be 48 into 6/7. What is that equal to? Okay, if this was 49 into 6/7, this would have been 42, but this is 48. That means my answer should be 41, because this is not 49 but 48, so answer has to be 41. Okay, the simple jugaad is use ratios. In any group of consecutive integers, 1/8 will be multiple of 8. In any group of consecutive integers, 1/4 will be multiple of 4. In any group of consecutive integers, 1/5 will be multiple of 5. And that's the simple process that I've used out here. Okay, another easy question. Draw the figure, you will get the answer. In a trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC. BC is perpendicular to DC and angle BAD is 45 degrees. If DC is 5, what is okay? So the kind of trapezium we are looking at is like this. Okay, where this is 45 degrees, right? Angle BAD is 45 degrees, BAD, so this has to be C. Okay, DC is 5, BC is equal to 4. Okay, and we want to find the area of trapezium. Now this is a right angle triangle, so this also has to be 45 degrees. So if this is 4, this will also be 4, this will also be 4, this in any case is 5. So what is this? Half sum of parallel. Again, trapezium पे दूसरा सवाल आ गया. पहला ग्राफ का था, if you remember. Half sum of parallel sides, 5 plus 9 is 14 into distance sum between them. Okay, so 14 into 2, 28. Two alcohol solutions A and B are mixed in the proportion of 1:3 by volume. The volume of the mixture is then doubled by adding solution A such that the resulting mixture has 72% alcohol. If solution A has 60% alcohol, then the percentage of alcohol in solution B. The jugaad is use weighted average. You use weighted average when the weights are given. If the weights are not given but you need to find them, only then you use allegation. I find this tendency in a large number of students to take allegation as the default method. No, it is not the default method. Or rather, let me say, it is the default method when you need to find the ratio of quantities. If the ratio of quantities or the weights are given, please use weighted average. Okay, let's look at this. A and B are mixed in proportion of 1:3. Let me say A is 1 liter and B is 3 liters. Total obviously becomes 4 liters. Okay. The volume of the mixture is doubled by adding solution A. Okay. So volume of the mixture becomes 8 liters. The volume of the mixture is doubled. Okay. Such that the resulting mixture has 72% alcohol. If solution A has 60% alcohol, the percentage of alcohol in solution B. So what does it mean? 5 by 8 of the mixture, which is A, has 60% alcohol. 3 by 8 of the mixture we need to find such that overall is going to be 72%. Okay. The way I did that earlier question of weighted average, what did I do out here? I could have done the same thing also. 5 liters have 60% alcohol. 3 liters have X% alcohol. Overall 8 liters have 72% alcohol. So what does 60 into 5? 300 plus 3x. 72 into 8? 560. 70 into 8 is 7, 8 is 56. 560 plus 16, 576. So 3x, 576 minus 300 is 276. 276 or x is equal to 92%. Yeah. Okay. So just repeating. Weights are given 5 and 3. Use weighted average. If you are going to use allegation, what will you do? You will say A and B. Okay. If A has got 60%, B has got X%, this has got 72%. Now you will create an equation. You will say this is 72 minus X and this is 12. So this upon this equal to 5 by 8 or whatever. Now why? Why do you want to waste your time doing this? Straight away the equation which you will create from here will be nothing but the weighted average equation. So time mat waste karo, सीधा उस पे काम करो. Okay. So that completes this paper. But एक देखेंगे कितना किया हमने. Okay, let's just look at this. Let us look at the question again. I'll classify the question as Jugaad, the easy questions and the others. Okay, so let's see. 51, 52, 54, 56, 56, 58, 60, 65, 67, 72, 72, 74, 76. Okay, and the easy questions were 55, 57, 59, 61, 62, 64, 66, 69, 71, 75. And which are the remaining questions which were not worth attempting? 53, 63, 68, 70. Now please look at how many Jugaad questions are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 questions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11 here also. So भैया इनकी क्या जरूरत है? And if you just go back, and look at that particular slide, yeah. "33 questions, 33 marks only based on Jugaad." And I'm sure if you use these Jugaad methods, you will save time. You'll be able to do 4-5 other questions also. So let me say Jugaad you are able to do out of 11, you are able to do, let's say, 8 questions. The easy question out of 11, you are able to do 4 questions. 12 into 3, 36 marks. You are above 99 percentile. 97 percentile itself. If you do only these questions, these 11, you'll still be at 33 marks or 97 percentile. 97 odd percentile is never a challenge if you are willing to use the Jugaad methods. you will get the 97 percentile plus there itself. Your task is to make sure you go beyond that, and hence you should not miss out on the easy question. And yes, if you spend time doing difficult question, obviously it is going to be your problem as such. So I'll close the session, but yes, like the video, please like it. Please subscribe if you have not done so already, because if you subscribe to the videos, subscribe to the channel, you will be in touch with us on a regular basis, and we'll be helping you in your preparation throughout. All the best. Thank you very much.